I'm officially switching to Mac. And the reason why I'm switching primarily due to career shift. Because I've been a video editor for most of my life and I need a powerhouse to edit my videos. When I first bought my laptop, which is the Lenovo Legion Y540, pretty good for video editing, but it's not handling 4K as smooth. Now, why am I switching to a MacBook Air? Is the main reason is portability. My gaming PC laptop, it's really good. It has a big screen. It can run most creative softwares, no problem. The main issue with it is the portability and battery life. The problem with the battery life is you need to charge it for it to perform really well. So running any games, it's gonna have issues. It overheats kind of fast. So you need it plugged for it to perform well. That's why I'm looking forward for the MacBook Air. I think 13 inches is the sweet spot, and I'm not really editing videos anymore. I'm only gonna edit videos for my content. Mostly I'm gonna be just using scripting, using Docs and Notion and more of that stuff and research. And if I ever need to edit, I do have a desktop. So yeah, number one is portability. Number two is battery. Number three is aesthetic. Now, as we all know, Apple has aesthetic devices. It's very minimalist. It looks good when you bring it to the coffee shop. So I'm planning to buy something like silver. Very, very versatile color. I'm also trying to find midnight, but it's always out of stock and it's hard to find. So hopefully by next week, I have my unit and I'll probably be making a video review of me using it. I'm probably gonna be using the Mac to create content for YouTube. From what I know, it has a good camera. So I'm using my DJI Osmo Pocket 4 right now, but I might be able to just use the front cam if I have the Mac. We'll find out. And another thing that I like about the Mac is it doesn't really need a mouse. It has an amazing trackpad where you can work. A mouse is handy, but if the trackpad is good enough, that would be a dream to work at any place. Now, let's talk about the things that I don't like, the cons. The ecosystem of Apple is not something I'm familiar with. So there's going to be this learning curve I've got to learn and get used to. Like instead of Control Z, it's going to be Command Z. But we'll get used to it after some time, of course. So I'm getting the 512GB SSD, 16 gigabytes of unified RAM. I was planning to get the Mac Neo, but I saw that it only has 8 gigabytes of RAM. So that's not good for future proofing. Also, another thing that I do like about the MacBook Air is it has a backlit keyboard. I like to work at dark areas, so I want to be able to see the keyboard. 4 colors, the Midnight Starlight, Silver, Sky Blue, all of them look good. But I would probably go for silver. Because silver, like, you can never go wrong with those colors. Now, if I was still video editing heavily, I would probably go for like 24 gigs. But 16 gigs for scripting, and I think it's going to be good enough. And here is the main reason why people should consider the Mac. It's battery life. You don't need to charge this. I've heard some of my friends who owns a Mac that it can go on for a day or two without charging. With a gaming PC, you're always worried about your charger plugging, and not to mention that the power block to charging of a gaming PC is very heavy. So it's kind of annoying to be carry everywhere. I literally, as much as possible, I don't carry it with me. And whenever I carry it on vacation, it's always a hassle. It weighs like 10 pounds with the charger. I never really have a good time. And sometimes I don't even use it on vacation. So main point saying, yeah, portability wise gaming laptops, I do not recommend. And I've come to find out that I don't even game. All the games I play are on mobile. I play Wild Rift. If I would play AAA games, I'd probably just buy a PS5 and play on the big screen. Because if I'm on like my PC, I'm always distracted with social media anyways. So the only downside of using this is it's the 13 inches. Now, I intentionally chose 13 inches because I want it to be really, really easy to carry. everywhere I go. But the hard thing about doing that is the equity of the screen. So if I was gonna edit some videos using it, it's gonna be a little bit hard. On the other hand, you could probably get or buy another external monitor to work with. Now, this is just preference. It's not for everyone. If you want to game, and of course, a gaming PC would always beat the Mac all the time. But if you want portability and battery reliability and a workstation that's with you everywhere you go, then the Mac is your friend. And also the aestheticness, right? Like when you're traveling, you want to look good. You want to look like you know what you're doing. I've used Windows and gaming PC for like for my whole life. I've used Windows, and switching to this is a new thing, and yeah, and see how that goes. So do you think, guys, the switching to a Mac, those who have been in Windows and then switched to a Mac, is it a worth it investment? I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, click the thumbs up. Peace. Bygelow out.